said, they're man to man. They're gonna kill him.
Everybody says that, though. I mean, if you're a receiver, you're supposed to feel
Yeah, you're supposed to.
You can't go, man, but these guys can play too. We're in the championship for a reason.
Hey, DBs have just as much confidence as receivers. I actually believe DBs are the best athletes on the field.
Yeah, you got to do everything that a receiver can do, but backwards.
Exactly. So run play. You see, it looks like his first down.
James Taylor makes one miss. Great run by him. Carried for about 15 yards.
That was only about third and 7. So Prom actually believes that they can run. It doesn't matter what down the distance they have. They believe they can still run on
Skip
anybody.
Taylor, who they also didn't have last week. Maybe that's why he didn't run as much for a passing offense last week.
It might have been ugly last week with Skip in the back.
This is their guy. Not self-proclaimed, but team-proclaimed best back in the league. Oh, we got two in motion about Dallas Prime. They're going to let it go and call it a shift. EJ catches the snap, looks right, throws it to.
Come on, Hurl, get in the game, Hurl.
Now, here's the footsteps and stops.
Adrian Purtle actually looked for the ball. He could have actually had a pick six.
I think he's trying to set the tone right now. Like we were talking about last week, at the beginning of the game, I'm okay with going for that hit, making him feel you.
Hey,
because he did hear that, and he stopped. He could have caught that.
Beginning of the game, man, I'm trying to make a play on the ball, man. I'm trying to get a pick six. The big hit to come, but I'm trying to get them points.
So it just depends on the DB. I want to hit it. I want to take your soul out the game. I'm going to think about everything. But EJ catches the snap. Let's see, he's looking. He throws it in the passing block.
It's a little bit behind.
Larry Jones for the Dallas Prime, and Dallas Prime looking a little frustrated.
Pass a little behind him, but he actually got both hands on him, so he got to bring that in.
Just knowing him, he knows he has to catch it. He feels like he can catch it.
Third and 10.
Dallas Prime coming out in that spread look again. Well, they were more trips heavy last week. Must have seen something. Oh, no, here we go. EJ catches it, throws it, quick screen to Warren Hartfield. He'll accelerate and is taken down 2 or 3 yards short of the first down. Bringing up about fourth and.
It's a big fourth down. I actually predict the Prime's going to run the ball again. I don't think they're going to stop Skip. I don't think they're going to stop Skip on this short yardage. They actually might try to get him to jump off sides. Haven't heard EJ going on a hard count yet, so we'll see if they try to get a free play out of this.
Got the spread look again. Harold Wayne in motion. EJ throws the ball right to Harold Wayne. He's running down the middle. He breaks a tackle and it almost breaks another one, taken down at the 8-yard line. Big reception for Harold Wayne, number 1 for the Dallas Prime. Great throw under pressure by EJ.
I don't understand why on fourth down you would go to a zone when it's short. I'd be in man tight, hope my D-line actually got some pressure on them to make them give us a lollipop throw.
And they still got pressure. EJ just stood in there and made a good throw that time. We'll go to spread look again. He hands it off to Skip, who was taken down immediately, throws it back to EJ. He's running. He throws it out. Oh, let's see what they call. Touchdown, Harold Wayne by the flea flicker.
We're just going to call it a flea flicker. That's actually a smart play by the running back because he knew he was dead to right.
With the IQ play.
Almost didn't think EJ was going to throw it, but I thought EJ was going to try to run it, and I was like, oh, that's not a good decision.
Yeah, he got me with that one. He got me as a defense. I'm not going to lie. I think that was actually a designed run play that Skip was just being smart. Just kind of threw it back and let EJ make the play.
I actually think, man, that's another credit to Prime, man. These players are actually smart, and it's probably from him. They actually have football IQ, which is sure.
So here we go for the extra point. We got trips right. We got the big back in here. EJ looking single receiver side, throws the slant to Juan Hartfield, who is wide open. Cooks the DB 101. That is not the one you want to be manned with if you're going to press. But just like that, 8-0. That was Prime.
They had a couple stops on the drive. I mean, they couldn't stop them in the big downs when it actually counted, but
it had some moments.
They had some moments. I mean, I can see, them getting a couple stops this game. I don't know how long it's going to last.
that's not what I'm saying. Because when I talked to the owner, I asked him, what can we expect out of this West Texas Oilers team from somebody who's never seen them? And his words were hard. So I think they're going to be one of those teams that even if they're down, it's going to be annoying and scratching claws. Let's see what happens.
So now that they got scored on, man, look, you can have good defense all you want, but you have to be able to score to keep up with Prom. If they can't score, this game will get ugly.
If you can't score at least 25, I don't think you have a chance to play consistent
At all.
And that's 25 against this tough defense. So Cedric Brown the kick. And it is deep to the right. Oh, and it is muffed by West Texas, and they fall right on it at the 25.
They needed to fall on that. They didn't need to start the game off that way.
Scary start. But return muffed by number 0, DeMondre Goodley, DB for West Texas. Would have been a terrible start if they
If you let Prom go up 2 touchdowns to 0, man, it's 550. Yeah, if you actually hear Prom's on the sideline, man, I think they could have got the ball back because the kickoff team was actually running full speed.
All right, we got West Texas taking the field. At quarterback, we got number 4, Skylar Howard. Mr. Howard catches the snap. He's looking, throws the slant with his defender. Well by Tremont Brewer.
Tough
Tough defense right there.
They actually came out throwing, which I think that surprised everybody. Because from what the clips we saw last week, I mean, they were just running downhill on straight city.
But I do think they like to keep their cars close. All I heard over there was
That actual play was made by Tremont Brewer. He actually felt played because he felt last week they tried to attack him, but they didn't actually go at him as much as the other team supposedly said they were going to.
we got trips right. Skylar Howard catches the snap. Evading. Oh, and he is taken down by Tevin Brewer, but gets the ball away. Smart play by Skylar Howard to negate a bad play.
And man, one thing about Tevin, man, I actually watched him a couple times. I actually never thought he was a problem until we actually had to play against him. And man, he's always around the ball.
I had that same feeling. I'm playing against him. I'm like, hey, this guy's not that good. Well, I've seen him play. I'm like, he's not that good. Then I play against him, and he sacks me and dislocates my shoulder.
He's a problem. He's a problem. He's a problem. It's a big third down for West Texas to start the game off.
For sure, you don't want to go 3 and out immediately. You at least want to get a first down.
I actually think they'll come at this one-on-one side with Tremont.
He draws back, steps up in the pocket. Oh, and is taken down by Chris Lee, number 91 for Dallas Prime.
And he's just adding up sacks these last 2 weeks.
For sure, he had, 2 or 3 last week?
I believe he had 3 last week. He's already started off this game with 1. So I think he's trying to say he's the most dominant defensive lineman on that Prime defensive line. And that's a tough line to match. You have Sam Wren, Tevin, Chris Lee. Man, it's a group of, it's a gang of them.
He has an argument for it. What I will say is, maybe it's because of the attention that he's been getting, but Sam Wren hasn't really been making as many plays as I'm used to seeing him make. That's just me being honest.
And that's everybody else is stepping up. I mean, there's still no drop off in it, in that defensive line at all.
It's just I'm used to seeing him make all the sacks, and now it's everybody. It's Chris Lee, it's Tevin Brewer, it's everybody. We got a DB blitz. Oh, on the punt. Go ahead, bounces. Cedric Brown gets it. He muffs it. Let's see.
Oh, good job by Sid.
Oh no, Marquise King. Correction on the return. He's running.
Blindside, here
Let's see.
I knew they was gonna call it.
We
knew they was gonna call it.
Still making one miss, trying to go, taken down at about the 50-yard line. Great save by Marquise King. Another punt muffed by Cedric Brown. He did that last week too, if I'm not mistaken.
And Sid actually grabbed the player once he muffed it. So I mean, he was at least the reason why Marquise King was able to grab the ball without the West Texas oil player being able to fall on it.
For sure, but we can't bail him out. You can't keep muffing punts.
At all.
Cannot keep muffing punts. You're too good of a player to be muffing punts.
He might not be back there the rest of the game. You know, Prom has everybody on a short leash.
For sure. And they definitely have the athletes that they can put back there. But I mean, I love him back there. He makes plays, he blocks. You just got to catch him.
And it was one of those risky plays, and he took a chance. I mean, it didn't pan out for him.
Sure, that's his game. That's his play style. High risk, high reward. But right now, I need to just catch the ball. Just right now. Later in the game, we can go for that play.
Yeah, definitely. After we just stopped him on the first drive, 3 and out, we don't want to give him any life.
We need that momentum. Here we go. We're going back to that same one hot safety look for West Texas. The trips look for Dallas Prime, and a run to Skip again, but stopped immediately. Great play.
And I'm actually looking at these DB drops. I mean, it looks like man-to-man, which is actually surprising.
Tackled by number 28, DeAnthony Steele. And actually, as I'm looking on the roster, Rich Garrett is number 27 if he is here. He's not wearing the number 7 that he generally
Oh,
does.
man, if you saw him out here, he'd have his rib cage out looking like Zeke Jr. out here. I'm pretty sure he's not out here.
EJ with the snap. He's looking left, goes to the one-on-one with Harold. And Harold stops and looks for the call, and he gets it. They're man-to-man, but just playing a little bit too physical right there, holding on to him downfield.
And the actual DB actually got lucky. They're calling defensive holding instead of pass interference. So it's only going to be a 5-yard penalty. But nonetheless, it's still a first down.
I'll take that if I'm a DB.
Hey, or we do anything but give up touchdowns.
Let you know that you're not going over my head.
Every time I'm going to grab you before you beat me.
It's not going to be easy. I think more teams need to do that to this Prime team. Stop giving them easy stuff. Oh, they changed it to pass interference, so we take that back.
Yeah, right?
Can't do that.
I guess it's still better than giving up the touchdown because, I mean, Harold looked like he was on top of him already.
Got a spread look by Dallas Prime. EJ catches the snap and hands it to Skip immediately, running left. He is taken down, swarmed by the West Texas defense.
So this front seven for West Texas looks to be pretty decent. I mean, against this self-proclaimed best offensive line in the league.
Play made by, it looks like Chris Finch, maybe one of the people over there. Definitely a gang of guys.
And that's the only way you're going to beat Prime, man. You got to swarm to the ball.
Got to play fundamental football against this team. Let's see, here we go. We got 2nd and 11 coming up. Skip switches sides. DJ catches the snap, looking to the right and throws it short to Harold Wayne. Harold catches it, looking, makes a move on number 3, Adrian Pirtle, who gets him down after the reception of about maybe 3 yards.
I mean, and this just shows how much West Texas respects Prime's deep game with the cushion they give them. I mean, their safety's playing 20 yards deep.
For sure. I think he's just one of those guys that he's their athlete. I think they're daring him to throw it to number 8. He's a pretty big guy. He doesn't look that big right now, but you go up next to him, he's about 6'3", 6'4", and solid.
We'll see if he makes a play back on the back end then.
Like I said, also made a claim that Florida football was better than Texas, but we're going to leave that alone.
Or he better show us something then.
EJ dropping, looking at the flare, throws it up. Number 9
an interception.
Told me to make sure he was going to make a play today.
Looks like that's Terrence Bailey on the interception.
Terrence Bailey on the first defensive play of the game. Interception. West Texas with the football.
And he actually played that right. He
played it perfect.
It was a swing route to the running back, man. He actually read it, got his head around.
Man, that's a great play.
Got his head around and, hey, high pointed the ball. You can't play it no better than that.
Yeah, my defensive end is guarding the team proclaimed best running back in the league. No, that's a great play.
And see,
Great
that's the
play by
same
Terrence
thing.
Bailey.
Vikings, the actual Prime could have killed the Vikings with that swing pass. They didn't even run it last week. So maybe they thought West Texas watched the film. They didn't do that too much last week.
I think so.
And the defensive end actually, hey.
For sure, because I didn't want to
He
say
played
anything.
assignment ball.
I didn't want to say anything, but Skip told me before the game. He said it's a lot of flares coming, so maybe not anymore. Let's go. We got a spread look for this West Texas team. 1st and 10.
It's going to be a false start on West Texas. But that's a good job to try to get this defensive line to jump.
For sure. Skylar Howard with the nice snap count. Tries to get him on it. has a lineman jump, though, so we're going to get a false start, but I wouldn't go away from it.
I'll just continue to do it.
For sure. You know this D-line wants to time your snaps. You got Sam Wren running up, So, yeah, play with them. Make them play football.
Yeah, try to get a couple free plays out of it.
Make them sit there with their hand in the ground, get tired.
It'll help your offensive line for sure.
We haven't seen anything other than the spread look so far. Here we go. And a carry to number 23. He's running hard. Gain of about 4.
Monty Roof on the tackle.
Carry
Our
for
player of the game, our
Terrence
defensive
Yoder.
player of the game for sure last week.
Player of the game.
Well,
man.
my defensive player of the
We
game.
can't disrespect him like
The
that.
player of the game
Player
last
of
week.
the game. Monte Roof.
On the hit.
For sure. He said he's trying to get this MVP of the championship today.
That's tough to get when you have all these high-powered offensive players.
They had a defensive player get it last game, I think. Yeah, I think so. Jalen Haynes, a pit bull player now. But yeah, he got MVP of the game last season. He played great. Kind of in that Monte Ruth role. Oh, great play by number 8, Mike Cotton, but a strong run by Terrence Yoder. Breaking the first tackle. That's one thing you don't see a lot of against the Dallas Prime is broken tackles.
Yeah, Prime's probably the best tackling team in Texas.
For sure, but he breaks
Maybe
2 right
in the
there.
nation.
He breaks 2 right there, and then is tackled by the third one with still credit to the defense.
And look how fast they got back there to him. He still didn't even gain a yard.
He didn't.
After breaking 2 tackles, still didn't get a yard.
He lost the yard actually, but
That's just how fast Prime defense swarms to the ball.
credit to that D line. Here we go. We got a 3rd and 13 for this West Texas offense. Let's see what Skylar Howard can do. He catches the snap, drops back. He's looking, steps up in the pocket, trying to escape to the left. Let's see what he can do. He throws it. Oh, and number 30, the head coach and tight end or wide receiver, drops the pass. I mean, I like it, though. He escaped. He got out.
He gave his receiver a chance.
He did what he
You got to
needed
catch
do.
it. You got to catch it. You got to bail your quarterback out there in that
You
situation.
don't see too many quarterbacks on this level step up like that and be able to evade, still keep their eyes downfield. So,
I mean, their offensive line is actually giving the quarterback some kind of lanes.
they're doing what they're supposed to
Yeah.
do. As a football player, in semi-pro you want like 5 seconds, but you only get 2.5 to 3.
Exactly.
He had
Definitely against a good defensive
He
lineman.
had a good 2.5 to 3 before he had to step up. So can't be mad at him. They're doing their job.
It look like West Texas is actually playing the game's field position game. They're actually going to punt the ball.
I mean, when you got a punter like they got, Mr. Polo, I'm going to keep punting too. He's flipping field every time. A little shorter there, but he's going to bounce here. Let's see. He picked up.
Okay, they're going to try it every
By
time.
number 4, Larry Jones. He gets the sideline and is accelerating, getting away, and taken down at almost the 40-yard line. Great tackle, but great return by Larry Jones. We got, looks like Sam Wren's down with number 10, I believe. With number 18, Dedrick Weeks. Him and Sam Wren kind of limping off the field a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Now, the way West Texas does punt, their punter actually holds the ball for a second. If they keep doing that, I actually see Prime will block one by the end of this game.
I think so too, but I will say I think their coaching staff they'll make adjustments. I think they may be one of the teams that will truly make adjustments at halftime, or just in between drives. Let's see, we got a motion by Trey Taylor. EJ catches the snap. He's looking. There's a screen.
Screen.
He throws an interception.
It might be a pick six. Oh, good tackle by EJ.
By EJ on the tackle, but play made by number 28. That is DeAnthony Steele again on another play.
And that's 2 interceptions. We actually were talking before the game and said EJ would give you 1. He's giving you 2 already in the first quarter.
He'll get him back, though. Busted screen for the Dallas Prime team. I think somebody was in EJ's way, or maybe the running back didn't turn where he's supposed to go, but EJ did pump fake, hesitated, and then tried to give him a chance.
They actually had number 0, Demondre Godley coming off the edge. So, I mean, I don't know if he thought he just had too much pressure and didn't want to take the sack, but the sack would have been the better decision right there.
For sure. You live and you learn, though. I think you can afford – you can give up a few of these plays, but in championship games, you definitely don't want to give up too many. Let's see. We got Skylar Howard dropping back. He takes the one-on-one. Let's see. Overthrown.
And you're going at one of the best defensive backs in this league for sure, with that being James Bailey back there on that other side.
Sure. He definitely showed me something this season. He's locked up everybody they put in front of him, especially in the playoffs.
Everybody on that team says they have an island. Somebody's island has to get tested, so we're going to see who West Texas is can complete some passes against.
I would say that the only one that actually has an island or even an argument for it is James Bailey and Monte Root.
Ooh.
And this is not a
so
shot
you're
at
saying
anybody.
Tremont is nicknamed the island.
Now, granted, he's a great DB. That's not, but he gives up catches. James Bailey doesn't. Monte Root doesn't. They're getting interceptions and shutting down top targets. And hey, he's still a great DB. So that's not a shot. But I just mean, as far as Rebus Island, the dude who coined it, if you're gonna talk about it like that on this level,
so
James Bailey can make that argument. Nope, they're not catching the ball.
When you have a James Bailey and a Monte Root, taking the top receivers,
for sure,
and then you might not get the top receivers if you're still locking yours up.
He is great. He is a great player. When it comes to Island, I feel like that's a different level and category. You were that elite, that top 2 or 3 guys in the league.
Well, let's see if he can show you that this game.
For sure. Like I said, my thing is prove me wrong. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. And we got another sack for this Dallas Prime defense.
And I actually saw one of these receivers open for the Big Oil. But when that defensive line is coming like that, man,
sure,
he doesn't have time.
Got to get the ball up at the end of the day. But now, like I said, this West Texas team, they have a kicker. So when they get into positions like this, I don't know for 100%, but I expect to see a field goal. 4th and 15, 14.
I think they're going to actually go for it on this one.
I'm going to say take your 3. Unless you trust me, your defense has been playing good, other than that part of the drive.
I think they're going to go for it. They feel like they got a free drive with that interception.
Also doesn't punt, so that goes into account. If you're a coach, you say, hey, my team can get 3 stops, and I know they're not going to punt. We'll get the ball back right here if we don't get it.
Hey, this is you love to see this, man, a good coaching matchup. Not just the talent on the field. You love to see a chess match between the coaches themselves.
I love it because I haven't seen this too much. Prime versus Prime.
Exactly. Because last week, man, I have a lot of respect for the Vikings, but that wasn't it.
I saw 13 coaches on the field, and I didn't see one adjustment.
And then talking to some of those players, man, they were just like fire everybody.
Hey,
from the top to the bottom.
You know the slogan, prove us wrong, because we don't care.
So it looks like that field goal kicker is out there. So we'll see if they can take the free 3.
And looking at him in pregame, I think Polo's good for good 40 yards.
And he was actually kicking in this direction, so we'll just see if they actually block enough in order for him to get the kickoff.
Because this is a fast team on the outsides and a strong team on the middle. But one of the better coached teams, I would say that they practice this moment over and over. Here we go, and we got a penalty. I think it's too many people on the field. We're going to back it up 5 yards for the Oilers. It makes a difference, but you do have a good kicker who I still believe can make that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't think it's that much of a difference to this kicker.
I think
we'll find out.
It only hurts your defense, really, if he misses it, because now you're just giving Dallas Prime some more space to work with. I don't think it's going to affect him too much, though. Let's see.
He has a win with him, so we already know he has a leg.
For sure.
It should just help him out on this kick.
He's been kicking right down the middle. I haven't seen too many accuracy issues. Let's see. Low snap.
Oh, that's what I was worried about. And that's exactly. Oh, they blew that whistle early.
It's okay. Terrence Bailey gets him out of bounds regardless. I know Prime is going to be upset about that, but number 9 for the Oilers was pushing him right out of bounds. It wasn't going to result in too much more.
No,
But
I talked about the punt.
we were
I
talking
talked
about
the
that.
punt, but I mean special teams.
It was a slow snap.
Slow
I could
snap.
see that immediately, and I just didn't know if they were going to get there, but you
They
can't do that.
yeah.
You got to be perfect in those phases when you come down to a team like this.
In order to beat them, man, you almost have to play perfect ball.
You got to be technically sound against this team, and that's all that was. It wasn't a good snap. It was a low wobbler. You can't do that against this team. They're too fast. They give too much effort on plays like that.
I don't think West Texas is too beat up behind that. I mean, they
Oh,
feel
for
like
sure.
they got a free drive out of it.
It's a long game.
And we're actually going to have a switch of quarterback.
We got Lauren Morales coming in.
I actually talked to one of the prime quarterbacks this week, and they said by halftime they want to be up here in the booth with us. I'm not going to say who it is. I know who you guys probably think it is, and it's not. But let's just see if he makes an appearance today.
Let's see. The great thing about these quarterback changes for Dallas Prime is it literally changes their entire offense up a little bit because every quarterback brings their own style. So,
And with that being said, it's hard to game plan against them as a whole team. You have to keep on changing it. You have to make sure your defense knows what quarterback's actually on the field.
100%.
Prime defense, I mean, they're doing what they've done all season, pitching a shutout in the first quarter.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for Dallas Prime. We got 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in this first quarter. Trips right for Lauren Morales. Lauren catches a snap, looks right, throws a screen immediately to Juan Hartfield, makes one miss, and is taken down. Number 13 jumps on his back. Let's see, number 13 on the tackle, Harley Davis. I believe he's a coach / player. I think a linebacker for this West Texas team for the stop.
And number 0 could have made the tackle. He has to have his head up, looking at the ground, which isn't going to make a tackle on
Yeah,
him.
for sure. You got to be technically sound trying to tackle Juan Hartfield. You're going to look like that every time, young man. Here we go. We got a trips left look. Harold Wayne, bottom of your screen, one-on-one with Adrian Pirtle. Definitely a matchup to keep your eye on. And we got Marquise King in motion. He stops. He's rolling. Lauren throws it to Marquise King. Let's see. Oh, and he is tackled immediately by number 8. Great play by Lauren Morales and Marcus King. Tackled by Michael Samuels. Great form tackle by Michael Samuels, but not
And I actually thought
until 20
DeMondre
yards.
Goodley I thought he had a chance at the interception.
Honestly, I think we found the weak link. You go at DeMondre Goodley.
That's what it's looking like.
I think you go at him.
And he's following that slot all day. So
Man,
we'll see if these quarterbacks keep on attacking him.
He's already shaking his head. He's not feeling good. I'm going at him every time. I'm going to make him make a play. Now, we got this quasi look that we talked about with them last week after the game. Let's see if they switched it up a little bit. But
One-on-one up top to Harold.
For sure, Harold Wayne always a threat, and Lawrence looking there. Steps up in the pocket, and he's taken down. Sack for West Texas, number 28. Let's see. That is DeAnthony Steele again. That's about his third play of the quarter. 11 seconds. I should know his name by now. My bad, DeAnthony Steele.
I got you his name a lot of times.
Yeah, next time you make the play, I got you because it's ridiculous. It's 3 big ones.
He's balling. I mean,
for sure. I think he has 2 sacks and an interception.
And that's a lot of sacks against this trench row.
For
KTR,
sure.
right?
For sure. That's what they say.
Hey, they better pick it up.
There we go. End of the quarter. Right now we got Dallas Prime 8, the West Texas Oilers 0. We'll be back with you after this short break. One-on-one here with Harold Wayne at the top of the screen. Actually got a bunch left. Let me make that correction. Lauren catches a snap. Looking to the right to the one-on-one. He throws to Harold Wayne. Let's see. And is overthrown by about a foot. A little bit too much for him. Pass intended for Harold Wayne.
And he had him by, I mean, it was going to have to be almost a perfect throw to get it in there. But, I mean, Harold's one of them receivers. You give him a 50-50 ball, man, more than likely he's going to come down with it.
Good defense go by, let's see, Deshaun Goodley. Maybe he has a brother. Maybe we have some brothers on this West Texas team. Definitely something to look at. My correction. No, that is numbers. Oof. Here we go. Lauren Morales with the snap. Looking left. About to take the deep shot to Marquise King. Oh, if he wouldn't have stopped and slowed down, he has a touchdown.
And I actually think he stepped out of bounds. That's why the referee has his hat off. So even if he caught the ball, I don't think it would have been a touchdown. I think it would have actually been a penalty. Sure. Illegal touching.
He was coasting, though. I don't think he knew that. I don't think he thought Lauren was going to give him a chance. But you saw this change of gears.
Yeah. I mean, I like the throw. I mean, he gave him a chance. For
sure. It looks like he's maybe a little beat up. He's still on the ground here on the sideline.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot out here. He could be cramping.
For sure.
We got a little breeze, and it's still 100 degrees out here. Big fourth down for the West Texas defense.
Let's see. We got 4th and 15. Lauren Morales catches the snap. He has time. He steps up, and he is sacked by none other than Terrence Bailey again. You told me. I'm going to be calling your name a lot. But we do have some laundry. Let's see.
Holding on the offense, of course, they'll decline that.
Terrence Bailey with another play.
Hey, man, Trench Rose looking like they're having some problems today.
Hey, man, Terrence Bailey and D'Anthony Steele. That's a duo right there.
I actually tried to talk to both of them on the sideline. They didn't do no talking.
No, actually,
they didn't talk to me. Let's just say that they didn't talk to me.
Like to talk. Terrence Bailey, he made sure we knew. Well, I knew he was definitely gonna be making some plays. Maybe he didn't want to talk. He didn't want to say too much.
Hey, I mean, he's definitely letting his play back up whatever 100%. He did or didn't say.
For sure. Love what I'm seeing. Let's see. Looks like we got a quarterback change. Yep. Skylar Howard no longer in. Let's see, we got a read option. It's a tough carry. Let's see, now we got DB Adrian Pirtle in at quarterback. I mean, I'm not going to question the coaching because they got here, but I didn't dislike what Skylar Howard was doing.
I don't think I would have took the other quarterback out. I mean,
I thought he was playing good. I mean, with what he was given.
This obviously probably gives him another dimension. But,
For
it looks like the other quarterback could have got – he was getting himself out the pocket himself.
For sure. I think this is more maybe a let's change the pace on the Prime defense, keep them guessing. I'm hoping he didn't just get benched or anything. But, like I said, Prime plays multiple QBs. Why can't they? But let's see. We got him, Adrian Pirtle again. So he was subbed out at DB for a reason, and we didn't really know why he wasn't out there. Let's see.
Oh, it looks like they have a free play.
Gets them to jump.
Well, I don't see any flags. Okay, they just threw the flag.
Let's see. He's running. Adrian, he just making stuff happen, making this defense chase him. He turns the corner. Let's see. He's still running, and he gets flipped out.
Looks like they're going to call
about
a block
the
in the back.
42-yard line. Great run.
Looks like they're going to call a block in the back up top.
Could be coming back because of a penalty. Let's see.
So it looks like it's going to be offsetting penalties. No free play.
I'm not mad at the switch now. He's going to make this defense get tired, chase him around.
Yeah, definitely that D-line for sure. You slow down that D-line, man, you have a chance against Prime.
For sure. If you can afford to replace him as a DB, then I definitely would say, let him run around a little bit. But let's see what his arm is like. That's going to be what really makes the difference because
he's going against the wind right now, so I think that's what he was hesitating to throw the ball.
If Prime smells that he can't throw, it's going to be a long game. Got to be able to make plays on your feet and in the air against this team. Let's see, we got another spread look. Pirtle catches the snap and hands it off to number 0. Demondre Goodley running fast, gets out at about the, I say, 45-yard line, maybe for a gain of 3.
Man, West Texas has a lot of players playing both sides of the ball.
For sure. Let's see if that. Let's see how that looks in the fourth.
Yeah, exactly.
I
man.
mean, but the sun is going down though. It's not too bad right now. I could play in this.
It's a breeze out here.
For sure. I think that that first quarter was probably brutal. So if you can make it through that first quarter and get through, you'll probably be all right. But this is great football weather right now.
Great. Yeah, it's great now.
You can't complain anymore.
But on the way up here.
Oh yeah, man. I almost quit. I almost put in my 2-minute notice.
I don't know, for real, man.
Let's see, we got a handoff by Pirtle, and it's bobbled, but picked up, and we may see another punt by Polo for this West Texas team.
And I don't know how far this punt's gonna be, man. This wind is picking up pretty much.
For sure. I mean,
blowing.
it looks like they could be staying out there. I don't see any movement on the sideline.
He's right there on the sideline, but it doesn't look like he's coming in.
I don't see too much movement, like anybody's. So it looks like they send number 23 in, Terrence Yoder, the running back, and I think they're gonna go for a 4th and 7.
And now this other quarterback,
Adrian Pirtle,
man, he's going to have to show us he can throw the ball, because if not, Prom's just going to key off on any kind of run. It doesn't matter if it's a read option or just a straight handoff.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen, we have some QBs that can run in this league. I mean, over here in this area, Tyler Bates, being one of them, and they play very well against him. They don't get outran. This is a fast defense. Pass tip.
Oh, and it's a first
caught,
down.
But it's a completion and the first down. Scary, but I mean, hey, it works.
Usually when that ball goes in the air, man, it never works for the offense. Usually never works for the offense.
9 times out of 10, you don't get that play. But championship.
See, on that play,
No problem.
I would have went on a hard count as well. On the 4th down, I would have went on a hard count. Try to get a free play out of it.
Let's see, Pirtle with the read option again, keeps it. Tries to get to the sideline and it gets no yards.
And just my opinion, man, if that's what you're going to do with that quarterback, you need to put the thrower in.
For sure. Give you guys a chance. I do like that you can put them in, make them run around every now and then. I just like the command of the offense that number 4 has. He steps up in the pocket. He can throw. He has some timing.
I mean, maybe it's something that happened over there. I'm trying to find him on the sideline, see if he's hurt or anything. But
like I said,
he's actually standing right there, so I don't think it's any injury or anything like that. I think the coaches just went with a change.
I think they just used 2 QBs, so let's see how it works for him. Pirtle with another handoff. Good, tough run, but taken down immediately by Cedric Hervey coming through with the boom.
It just shows how much of an athlete he is, man. He had his hand on the ground last year as a defensive lineman.
For sure.
He's making plays out there against the run game. His linebacker, he goes against guards, slot receivers, and everything.
He did want me to make sure I told everybody that linebacker is his natural position.
Okay.
He actually was being more of an athlete last year by moving to the D-line. So, I mean, even something more impressive about him. Just a Swiss Army knife, him and Mike Cotton. Do it all for the Dallas Prime defense.
And wherever he's on the field, he's productive.
For sure. Let's say we got 3rd and 9 for Mr. Pirtle. They try to get him to go on the snap count, but they stay. And it's a false start on the offense. I'm not going to lie, I would definitely put number 4 in for this 3rd down, seeing what I've seen.
And from what I'm seeing, man, Prime defense right now, they're in a cover 3. Truth be told, I'd probably be a man because I don't think this quarterback can throw. And I would want to get the interception if I was one of the DBs.
They've been in the cover 3 all year. This is what they do. They don't change it up ever. It's just, they're going to be in cover 3 and they dare you to beat it.
Beat it. One thing Prime doesn't do is give up the deep ball.
Too often. When you're practicing against these receivers that they got, I mean, it's hard to. You don't have too many teams that's going to be as fast as them. But here we go. We got 3rd and 14 for Adrian Pirtle in this West Texas offense. He catches the snap. He's looking. No drop back. Steps up. Getting a little finicky back there. He has time, though.
The offensive line is holding their own.
He was panicking a little bit. Great throw and play. He was definitely panicking a little bit before he settled down and realized, like, oh, I have time.
And Cedric Brown on the tackle. You can call his name out too many times, man. That front seven was just killing the Vikings. But if West Texas line keeps on blocking like that, man, we'll actually hear a lot more of Cedric Brown today. Maybe a big hit or interception. We'll see. He always makes a play some way, somehow.
He's going to have to if they're going to have time. Let's see. 1st and 10 for the West Texas. Pirtle on the handoff. Good blocking by this, decent blocking by this Oilers team.
One thing I will say, man, I'm actually impressed with West Texas offensive and defensive line.
For sure, they're holding up.
They're holding up. Doing a lot better than a lot of teams from our region.
Oh, no, they're definitely doing way better than teams from the Dallas area. Most teams in this area haven't really put up a fight. I mean, it doesn't matter what people want to say. Scoreboards don't lie. We've only had really one team that gave them good games.
Yeah, and the Prom don't just run Dallas, man. They run the whole of them DFW.
For sure.
It's a DFW Prom because they run until you beat them. There's not much you can say to them.
100%. But this West Texas team definitely has something to say about it. We got 2nd and 9 for Adrian Pirtle and this West Texas offense. He catches the snap and he looks left and he hands it off a draw. Great play. Oh, and ankle tackled. Running back definitely has some room. Number 34 comes off the field, though, after the hit to the knee. We got Ashton Akbar on the carry, taken down and then limps out of the game. Let's see if we see him again. I think he definitely had some great plays against Space City Heat last week.
They call him Booby Miles Jr.
Yeah, had some highlights going viral, running. But here we go, 3rd and 6 for West Texas. Got number 2 in motion. Let's see, they fake it. Give it to number 0, DeMondre Goodley. Great carry.
That's a first down.
Him at running back. We don't need to see number 0 as slot.
Hey, he might need to stay on offense the rest of the game because looks like he could make a better impact over there than he's doing on defense.
He's running the ball great on offense. I mean, even though he's a little bit undersized, it doesn't seem like it's really affecting him too much.
He has his burst. He gets the ball and go.
I like Mr. Goodley on offense. We do have some issues on defense. But, maybe it was just a bad series or two. Let's see.
Could be, man. I've actually thought West Texas would travel with more people than this. But, he might be forced to play both sides of the ball today.
For sure. He may be. In a championship game, you got to do what you got to do. But here we go. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, or 19, I should say. That carry to number 0. Making plays, spins in the hole.
And, for his size, man, it doesn't look like he's scared to run up the middle. He's not scared to take a lead.
Gain of about 3 tough ones for DeMondre Goodley. I love the carry bomb. The spin in the hole scared me, but he made somebody miss.
Yeah. And, man, West Texas actually running this clock out, man. So
doing what they're supposed to do.
Keep the ball out of Prom's offense, and they're not going to score too much points.
For sure, you can't. And their defense is playing tough. I love it. Making the Prom offense work. Prom is known for those big plays, and right now they're having to play methodical.
We got one-on-one up top with Tremont. We'll see if the island stands today.
Let's see. Throws, terrible pass by Mr. Pirtle. Just terrible. Can't even lie to you. You cannot throw that bad in the championship game. I know it may have slipped out. You can't do that. Not in the red zone. Let's see.
Adrian Pirtle keeps on throwing the ball like that, man. We'll see Skylar Howard here in no time.
For sure. We got crucial 3rd down right now. 3rd and about 3 minutes and counting going into half.
And if they don't get this, I actually think
0
they'll
to
go
8.
for it.
Oh, for
I don't
sure,
think
you
they'll.
got to.
I
You
don't
have
think they'll
to.
kick the field goal or try to kick the field
Come on,
goal.
man. Let's see. Hurdle rolling, escaping to the right. Sam Rand chasing, pushed out by Mike Cotton.
4th down. Let's see the decision the coach makes.
All right. Let's see. Gain of about 2. All right, here we go. We got 4th and 5 for this West Texas team. And we got a timeout. We'll be right back with you after this short break. We're back from our break. We got 4th and 5 for the West Texas Oilers. And we're going for it just like you thought.
This is big. This is big.
This is huge. We got a spread look. Adrian Pirtle still at quarterback. Catches the snap. He's looking left. He throws the fade. And it
and he dropped it. James Bailey dropped it. He can't even believe that.
He good to drop a pick. But terrible throw by Adrian Pirtle. You waste the 4th down here in the red zone.
Didn't even give your receiver a chance.
You wasted it. You wasted it.
I would have put my throwing quarterback in the game on that 4th down. But I'm not their coach, so I can't, They got to the championship
definitely
game.
A questionable call. We'll see if that makes any impact later in the game. But me personally, I don't think I'm going to put that quarterback in that situation. If I'm going to leave him in, I'm going to put him in a situation where he's rolling out and he's comfortable.
That just shows confidence in his defense, man, to go for it when they know they have a field goal kicker. I think they feel they can stop him and get the ball back before halftime.
Here we go. We got Vaughn at quarterback here for Dallas Prime. D. Clark on the carry. Good, tough run, but a great hit by number 13. I think that's Harley Davis.
Harley Davis with the hit. Hey, catch the ball. Sorry, Ed.
Here we go, and we got a carry by Vaughn. Keeps it. He's reversing field. Let's see what he does.
Line is coming
they are
every
swarming.
play, man.
Great play, gang tackle, but the first one there is again number 13, Harley Davis. Another 3 plays for him.
And DeAnthony Steele, man, number 28, made him cut it back. This defensive line is everywhere, man.
They are definitely
they're matching
tough.
the Prime's intensity on that defensive line for sure.
Here we go. We got a 3rd and 4 or 5 for Dallas Prime. Vaughn with the catch. He looks, throws it immediately. Caught by Harold Wayne.
That's a first
and
down. Looks like it's going to go to 2-minute warning.
Here we go. First down, Dallas Prime. But here we go. We got our 3rd Dallas Prime quarterback. After seeing Lauren, Morales, and EJ for the first, 4 series. Now we got Vaughn.
And this is all in the first half. How many teams will you see do this?
None.
None.
We will see no other team do this. We were surprised that West Texas rotated 2.
This is the 3rd quarterback for Prime in the first half. Which all these quarterbacks will be on another roster starting. If you guys didn't know, that's how good they are.
Here we go. We got a 1st and 10. Vaughn with the snap, looking to the right, steps up, looks deep, steps up again, starts to run. Tackled by number 13 again, Harley Davis. That's 3 tackles this drive. Definitely securing that middle of the field, though. Not making it easy to come up there. But we got a carry of about 6 for Vaughn.
Just looking up, man, looks like West Texas fans traveled almost better than the team.
They did. They definitely got a good little crowd base over there.
See, now is that West Texas fans or that prime haters over there?
Here we go. We got Vaughn standing up, throwing it to Cam. Oh, and a great play. Breaks a tackle. He's running down the field. Let's see what he does. He steps out of bounds. I would have loved to see him finish the play, but great catch by Cam.
It looks like that was about 40 yards. I think he probably ran an 8-1 in that 40.
Honestly.
But he got the yards. That's all that matters.
Your big
That's
box Chevy
my
truck.
boy, man. Hey, he did his thing on that play.
He can do a little bit. He more wants to jump ball, though, in the safe catch. He's not trying to run and have you chasing.
Leave him open. That's what happens.
Oh, yeah, no, he's going to catch it, though. That's
leave him open. That's what happens. Turns 5 into 30.
What a great play. Timeout, West Texas. Here we go. We'll be right back with you after this short timeout break. We got a 1st and 10 inside the red zone for Dallas Prime. We got a doubles tight look.
Watch for this seam. I think Cam might go right up the middle.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Right up the middle.
Send him on a crossing route. He's open. Oh, and it's a bad throw. Definitely has somebody open.
And West Texas needs to stop, man. But right before halftime, they get the ball back at half. So if they can get out of here without giving up any points, man, it's a win for them. A big win for them.
Or maybe the most you can give up is 3.
Does Prime have a kicker, though? Or is Prime going to kick it? Is a problem.
I don't believe they will, though. So get out of here unscathed. You won the half. Great blocking. Let's see. Vaughn takes off to the right, throws it up. Let's see what happens.
Oh.
DB tries to undercut it. DeMondre Goodley again, mistiming it, and just dropped by the receiver. I think that is number 11, Juan Hartfield. Maybe. Let's double check. I don't want to. No, that is Trey Taylor.
Oh, that's a surprise.
I don't want to get on him. Yeah, Trey Taylor.
He's almost automatic.
As sure-handed as they come. With the drop, I guess we'll say DeMondre Goodley's undercut kind of affected him.
I'll give him that. Because he doesn't drop passes.
He does not drop passes.
I'll give him that. I usually don't give receivers any excuse.
For sure. But, this play we got a pass intended for Trey Taylor and dropped by him. Now, we go back to this Prime offense. Vaughn's still at quarterback.
You got Cam at tight end. Look at the seam.
Here we go. Throwing a slant. Great play by the DB.
That is a good play. That is not a PI. That is
and a bailout call by the refs.
Wow.
Great defense by Deshaun.
I think he had just as much right to the ball as a receiver.
For sure. Deshaun Goodley diving for the pass. Makes a great play on it, but is bailed out by the referees, which, we do see quite a bit on this level.
I don't like the call. I don't like that call.
It's a terrible call. It's a terrible call.
I don't like it.
Terrible. But, on this level, we get what we get.
You got to let them play. You got to let them play for that. Both of them are going for the ball.
You got
to let them play.
For sure. I didn't even see Goodley go for the player at all. I thought he was diving for the ball.
Yeah, that's what it looked like from this angle. But that was a bailout. I was on a third down.
For sure, that's a bailout. That's one of those plays you get, when you're LeBron. Dallas Prime is LeBron.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Here we go. Vaughn catches a snap, fakes the handoff, throws the slant to Harold Wayne, and it is dropped.
And that's 2 drops on this drive by these receivers.
Harold Wayne drops the wide open touchdown, but ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. But we're going to find out if the ball lies for the whole series, but it didn't lie on that following play.
Let's see what happens. We got, second down now because of the PR?
Second down. Looks like second and goal.
All right, we got second and goal, 50 seconds left. Second quarter, 8-0. Very important drive because you can either go into half down 16 or 14. Going to half down 8. I'm going to say that. I mean, West Texas does have a kicker, so for sure.
They can get some kind of points out of this. They just have to move the ball on this Prime defense.
Still 14-3 exactly.
It is definitely against this team.
Let's go. We got a handoff right up the middle, stopped immediately by Harley Davis. 4th tackle of the drive, I think. 4th or 5th tackle. Harley Davis playing like this could definitely end the game with a good 15 tackles. He's had 4 or 5 this drive.
Man, one thing it looks like West Texas actually watched some film, man.
The discipline.
Because they're actually matching up against these guys pretty good. I mean, there's been some drop passes and stuff like that, but I mean that's gonna happen. They can't stop somebody from dropping the pass or nothing. But what they can do is play assignment ball, and they've been doing that pretty good.
For sure. They definitely making it tough on them. They're making them work. That's all you can really ask from a team, especially coming to a championship game. Playing against a team like Prom that doesn't get touched offense, that doesn't get touched often, that's as deep as they are, as talented as they are, playing a great game. You definitely, you want more, but you can't be mad at yourself right now, even if you don't think you played great.
And if this was like our betting odds, man, Prime would be minus 8,000 just to win 100.
Sure.
Prime is 31-0. They have not lost since they've entered this league, and I don't think they plan on losing today.
Correction. I think the Seminoles will have something to say about that. They lost the scrimmage to them. That's what I'm gonna call it, a scrimmage.
And that's a touchdown.
Here we go by Skip, number 5, the running back who was missing last week. Impacted the game immediately, and now here he is with the touchdown.
You said they did lose to the Seminoles. Tyler Bates always does say he beat them.
Yeah, he wants to bring that up, so I had to go ahead and mention it just so the people know there is a little controversy behind it.
In a real game, Dallas Prime has never lost.
Yeah, I'm going to say it wasn't a real game because I saw the jerseys. It didn't look like a real game. So I'm going to say it wasn't, but here we go. Look at this touchdown again. Looks like we got a tight end or a tight look. Vaughn looking. Throws the easy flare, and he walks in. It looked a little scary to me. I thought he was going to drop it, but he catches it, and Dallas Prime, just like that, is up 16-0 with 37 seconds heading into half. I don't know. Has this West Texas team been down before?
I don't know if they have enough games to have been down before, but so like I said, West Texas and Prom, both of these teams are coming in here undefeated. Now West Texas, they got a lot of forfeit wins, which isn't their fault. They just play who's on the schedule, they get the dubs who's not on the schedule.
Yeah, for sure.
But end of the day, they beat the teams they had to beat to get to this spot.
That's your wrong. Even if it was only 3 or 4 of them, they beat them.
So if you're on that side of the region, you lost to them. Ain't no need to talk shit about them because they probably beat you.
No, definitely. I can see this West Texas team. They're very good. It's a few mistakes. Here we go. We got Cedric Brown to kick off. 37
better hope this is
seconds.
one of them fake onside kicks where they can get us a good field position because
For sure.
They got to move the ball a little bit and give that field goal kicker a chance.
We said it at the beginning of the game. If you can't score 25, I don't really think you have an honest chance of beating this team.
And like we saw last week, man, we thought the Vikings were a second-half team, but man, Prime put up about 40-0 in the second half.
We'll see what happens. We got a squib kick down the middle, and it bounces out of bounds. So a touchback. And we'll see this West Texas offense one more time before halftime. Unless there's something crazy that happens, which
more than likely we're going into this halftime 16-0.
we've seen crazy though, especially playing against this Prime team.
The only crazy thing I see happen, they try to go score and Prime picks it off and goes
For
goes
sure.
to halftime 24-0 or
That's why I said
22-0.
we could be seeing their offense for the last time of this drive, this half, but we've seen stranger things happen.
Let's see who's coming out with the quarterback this drive.
For sure, maybe you let Pirtle finish it out.
Okay. I'm actually looking at the sideline, and
Yeah,
it looks like Skylar Howard is limping a little bit, so that could be the reason he's pulled.
Okay, here we go. We got Adrian Pirtle again in at quarterback. Ball at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. He catches a snap. He's looking, sits in the pocket, has time, dumps it off to the running back, Terrence Felder, or Yelder, my bad.
Whoa.
Oh, and there's a fumble, it looks like. Prime has the ball, and of course, like we just said, something crazy happens going against this Prime defense, and there's
Looks
a
like
turnover.
that was Mike Cotton on the strip, man. He
Oh,
held him
my
up and let
goodness.
the game come.
And just like that, you think West Texas is going to kind of just ease into the half. That was Prime with the turnover. And they got the ball again. And you know they're trying to score. They don't want three.
Prime's not going into he's not happy with 16-0.
I could see a jump ball right now, honestly. I could definitely see a shot right now. Actually, this is something to watch. This is something to watch. Number 14, Charles Smith, bye-bye. Every time he gets in, they go at him. He doesn't get in a lot. But when
he said he's good for two.
When he gets in,
he said
they
he's
go
good
at
for two.
him. Let's see. Oh, no. They throw it deep to Zion. Oh, and it is overthrown, but he's open.
And Zion
He's
killed.
open.
Zion could have been the player of the game last game as well.
Honestly, Zion, he has the potential to be probably the best receiver in the league, if I'm being completely honest. He just has to get the targets. He just got to get the targets.
He's probably the youngest out of the core for sure.
He
might be one of the youngest receivers in the league.
Sure.
And he's dominant. He's dominant.
Man, if you give this man touches, I think he's top 2. And he's not 2. That's a very good receiver to me. Here we go. We got a spread look for this Dallas Prime team. 15 seconds on the clock. Vaughn catches the snap. He's looking, stepping up, has time, escapes to the left, still dropping, throws it deep to Zion, and it is overthrown again. Juan Hartfield, my correction. Juan tiptoeing and trying, but just overthrown.
And if he does all that, if he actually says Hutton throws the ball, he might have 2 plays left. But if he does all that dancing around back there, this will be the last play of the half.
Let's see. Just need this Oilers defense to bend but don't break. Don't give up the touchdown.
They need this stop.
Don't give up the touchdown.
If they give up this touchdown, man, I'm predicting they're all walking over there with their heads down.
Oh yeah, 100%. Go ahead in the half on a good hit, pick or something. Feel good going into half, because if you go into half and you just got juked or ran over or scored on,
and it's going to be up to their back end. Their D-line is doing their job.
D-line doing what they can do. They're making them have to escape. And
they're making them move around.
Yeah, for sure. But at the end of the day, I think you got to contain a little bit better if I'm DeAnthony Steele. He's getting pressure, but he has to contain a bit better. Just like that. You see, let him get outside.
Okay, yeah.
That's on DeAnthony Steele. You can't give up on your play. There you go, and that's a good hit by Terrence Bailey. Oh, no, number 5. Let's look at that again. Way to finish the half. Travion John. D-line is playing good. They're getting pressure. But then your defensive ends sit here, and they're running right outside of them.
Like you said, man, that was a big hit to end the half.
That's what you need, though. You're at least feeling a little bit good. You don't got your head down right now. You feeling like, all right, we hit them. We got our look back. Now it's a new half. Let's start.
I mean, it's still not been 16-0. Is not. It's still a game.
That's manageable.
It's still a game. West Texas gets the ball to start the second half. They get a touchdown and maybe the two, make it a one-possession game. Their defense has showed they can stop them.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
So I mean, it's still a game.
Yeah.
This is what we wanted to see, a good game. But remember last week, man, what was it, 12 to 11, 11 to 11?
For sure. Is it 8 to 11?
8 to 11. It was a close game.
So, all right, so tell me this. What do you need to see out of West Texas coming out of halftime for them to have any chance of winning this game?
Their defense is doing all right, man. They have to. Their offense moved the ball, but they didn't capitalize in the clutch in the red zone. Man, it's hard because I don't know what's going on with their other quarterback.
Honestly,
but
yeah.
I think they're not going to beat Prom with just running around.
For sure.
They have to have a quarterback that can make the throws when the actual receivers are open. And these receivers have been open a couple of plays, but that quarterback I don't think he can get him the ball like that.
That I can agree. So honestly, it's going to depend on what's going on with Skylar Howard. We were talking about him before. You know, I think he played at West Virginia, so they were looking forward to seeing him against this team. But if he's not out there, I do find it very hard for West Texas to win.
Yeah, if he doesn't come out second half, I'm not going to say it's going to be 50-0 because West Texas actually surprised me. Their D-line and their offensive line, man, they came to the ball.
A lot better than people gave him credit for sure.
So, you know, after the game, you know, every time somebody loses, they call the other team sorry, this and that. But, I mean, West Texas got some ballers up there.
Yeah, so basically, before we go, I think what we think is going to come down to quarterback play for West Texas. Everything else they're doing as good as they can. We need the quarterback to step up and make some plays.
We'll see what coach makes the better adjustments.
All right, we'll be back after this break. Catch you after half. All right. And we are back. Second half, TUFL championship. Dallas Prime 16 to the West Texas Oilers 0. Let's see, we got the Dallas sideline rather crunk and hype. We got a squib kick short, picked up by number 6. Let's see what he does. Makes one miss. Gets around Ashton Baker, tries to catch the edge, running to the 30, taken down, sent out of bounds. Great return by number 6.
Oh, a
Callaway.
dumb penalty.
And we get a dumb penalty by Daniel Kahn. Was it number 20?
22.
Oh, Uriah with a dumb penalty to start the half. You're already up 16. You
But
get
it
them
looks
out.
like those penalties might be offset, man. I think they got a block in the back on the West Texas Oilers.
And if I'm Prime, you want that 15. You don't want to, you don't want to negate it. We got Viking player RL over here, making a special appearance up here.
How do you feel about this game? Let's talk.
How do you feel about honestly not being in this game right now? I know I'm putting you on the spot. But.
Damn, it hurts, but shit, we gonna come back next year. Fuck it.
Hey.
Was Prime the better team last week?
Yeah, you did play against both teams.
I mean, I didn't play against this Oilers team, but last year, I mean, they gave us a fight. I ain't got no comment on that. I ain't got no comment.
We talking about last week.
Well,
Was Prime the better team? Was they the better team, or was their coaching better? Let's talk about that. Okay, we can't hear you.
Putting players on the spot. We're gonna bring them over here. We're gonna bring them over. Here we go. And we get another big penalty by the Dallas Prime. Just again.
So let's ask you.
Undisciplined.
What happened at halftime that you think the game that just got away from you guys?
No comment.
That's probably the best thing to say.
I've been there. But here we go. We got Adrian Pirtle catching the snap, hands it off to number 0. Great carry. Makes one miss, but get upfield after you make your move.
But that's just how fast the Prime defense is. I told you we'd hear Cedric Brown's name a lot more. Definitely with a running quarterback like that and basically a running offense now, you're going to hear a lot more of Cedric Brown.
For sure. Now that he can just pin his ears back and come down, he knows they're not really going to throw deep.
Exactly.
So now he can play as aggressive as he wants to.
He's almost going to play like a linebacker back there, not even back. He's going to more check step and just come downhill.
Also, and on the sideline of the Oilers, I did find out that number 4 is banged up. He hurt his knee. So I don't think we'll see him again unless something drastic happens. But it's a few players over there banged up just from this first half.
If I'm the quarterback in this type of game, you guys must have to break my leg or my arm to get me out the game.
Honestly. Here we go. We got Adrian Pirtle catching the snap, handing it off to 0 again. And they're pushing him. Great push by the line. And he gains about 2.
And you just hate to see that in these big games.
Here we go. We got Tevin Brewer in pain, rolling on the ground.
Speaking on that, I just said you hate to see this type of stuff in big games. You hate to see injuries like this.
We're going to give them time to see what's going on with him, and we'll be right back with you after this short break. Go and we did have Tevin walk off, so I don't think it is too bad. So
I'm pretty sure we'll see him again in the game. This is a big game. He doesn't want to be on that sideline too long.
But it's a good update. You know he's not hurt too bad if you were worried. He did walk off on his own, and he's standing right now. So there you go. We got the Oilers again. We got trips right for Adrian Pirtle, the backup quarterback if you're just now tuning in. Skylar Howard hurt in the first half.
Looks like a free play. Let's see what they do with it.
There's no flags in a bad pass. Man, it was open. They
didn't even call the offsides.
We had the free play. Well, they didn't give him the free play, so we wasted one.
I'm actually hoping West Texas has another quarterback that they're able to use as well.
I think Pirtle is the last guy, though. Over there checking it out and asking questions. It didn't seem like they had really too much behind them. And Pirtle's not bad. He's a change of pace quarterback, though. I don't think he beats this team.
He's not bad at all. I mean, but I'm pretty sure he didn't prepare this week to be doing this.
For sure. He was actually their number 1 DB. He was over there playing Harold Wayne, and he's playing very good. So I think this is kind of a shocker that he's having to play quarterback right now in the championship game. And also talking to the owner, they don't really have much championship experience over there as well. So this is kind of new to him. Here we go. Dropping back. Oh, my gosh. He gets the ball. Oh my gosh. And if they would have given him.
That was going to be Roger Williams on a touchdown.
Would have been a pick 6 if they hadn't blown him dead. So thank the refs for another one.
And these referees have been blowing the whistle kind of early on a couple of these plays.
I mean, referees doing referees do, in my opinion, and that's only mess up the game. As a player,
these referees have been a problem all season long.
As a player, I hate referees. I do. That's why I don't talk to them, because they don't make sense to me.
I might have to talk to John or whoever's paying these referees and tell them to give me a white hat next year.
Man, I'll be the best referee out here. Referee the first half, in the booth the second half.
Man, I can tell you what's really going on, the noise, talking, and everything on the field.
Here we go. And we got another timeout for West Texas.
It looks like EJ's back in the game as a quarterback for the Dallas Prime.
Here we go. So let's see what he does. But we'll be right back with you after a short timeout break. All right, and we are back from our break. We got EJ back at quarterback, looking to the right, throwing it to Harold Wayne, and it is dropped. Play made by Daryl Calloway, number 6 for the West Texas Oilers.
And besides a couple of plays, these DBs have made a lot of plays on the ball for West Texas.
I don't know for sure. Just a few mental busts, but other than that, this defense has actually been pretty good, in my opinion. It's not too much that they've done bad. It's just those mistakes, they're getting capitalized.
Exactly.
Here we go. EJ with the draw, gives it to Skip, and he's making players miss, and it's taken down after a carry of about 6
flag
yards.
on the play. I don't know if they're going to call a face mask or a holding.
Great carry by Skip, though, regardless of whatever the call is.
That's a rare call on a run up the middle, blocking the back.
See, so we will have a 2nd and 10 coming up for the Dallas Prime. Oh, my mistake. It'll be a 2nd and looking like a 16-17. But we do know this Dallas Prime is a big play team, so yards, not too much of a worry for them. Here we got a doubles tight look. Here we go. And we throw the fade to Juan Hartfield. Great play by Callaway. Hartfield looked like he had a step on him, but Callaway with the breakup.
And actually, man, in that situation, Juan Hartfield's basically got to stop.
Honestly,
and make the DB run into you.
You stop.
Get the free
up,
penalty.
Take the penalty.
Because he never turned and actually looked for the ball. So I mean, they could have went either way with that. If he would have actually had contact with him, they could have called the face guard.
For sure. Just a little bit of inexperience at that point. He's one to make the big play, and in the championship, you learn like I got to make the play. The play for my team.
But that's rare when you see EJ underthrow. He has one of the biggest arms in the semi-pro world.
But sitting on the
when
bench,
you guys throwing it to Juan Hartfield with all that speed,
and you're sitting
a lot of quarterbacks can underthrow him.
For sure, he hasn't been in since the first quarter. So after the last pass he threw was an interception.
True.
Maybe he's a little, trying to get back into the groove of it. So here we go.
So big third
right.
down.
EJ catches it. 3rd and 17. Rolls
and that
right.
D-line is coming.
They take
that D-line is coming.
Right. Immediately. Great play.
And that's number 11,
number
Jerron
19.
Woodard.
11 and 19 on the tackle. Great play. This defense making another one. Been good, well coached all game. And we got 4th and 2003.
And I actually think we're going to see Prime punting for the first time in 2 weeks.
We got Cedric Brown punting. Let's see. And then back deep, I think that's Michael Simmons.
And Demondre Goodley.
Goodley been making some plays out on at the running back position, so I would like to see him get a return and see what he does with it.
What I would like to see, I would actually like to see West Texas just bull rush this punt and try to get the ball at a good field position.
Do something. Let's see. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a good punt.
Oh,
and he muffed it.
Goodley almost.
That's the second muff punt.
Almost
One
was
from each
something
team.
bad.
That's not it.
We got 9 minutes and 40 seconds left. West Texas with the ball at their 29-yard line.
And it kind of looked like Cedric Brown was kind of just taunting with the actual rusher. Looked like he held the ball kind of long.
He did. He was a little close, though.
So when I first met Cedric Brown, man, he was a quarterback, receiver. Everybody knows him as a DB.
For sure.
You call him a kicker and a punter.
He's an athlete, for sure.
He's an athlete, for sure.
Here we go. Adrian Pirtle with the quarterback carry, runs it up the middle, trying to get out, hesitates, and takes for about a gain of 9. Good carry for West Texas.
And that's what they need. That'll actually set up their running back to catch those lanes. If their quarterback goes with those fakes every time, that actual lane will be open for the running back to take it.
Sure, you just need the Prime team to respect everything. If they don't respect everything, you're in trouble because you know that they're going to key in on that one thing. So now they have to respect the quarterback running the ball. Cool, that helps your running back, but now you got to complete a pass.
Yeah, facts. Like you said, man, earlier, West Texas banged up. We haven't seen 34 in the game as well either since the first quarter.
For sure.
Ashton Akbar.
Yeah, talking to him on the sideline, he was having some growing issues. But here we go, number 3 again on the carry. Turns the corner, get back inside. Oh, but a great carry. Could have had more if he tried to cut back inside. Maybe scores, but nevertheless, a great carry by Adrian Pirtle, making something happen for this West Texas offense.
And Tevin actually chased him out of the pocket. So, I mean, that's a good note that Tevin's back in the game and able to still run on that leg.
Sure. This defense looking tired, though, like we were talking about earlier. If you can make a sustain, I see hands on hips. I'm counting 3 players right now with hands on hips. 4. But you generally never see, if you watch this Dallas Prime team, you don't see this team or defense with their hands on their hips.
But see, they have so many substitutes that they can put in. That's why you don't see them tired a lot as well.
For sure. I think that heat got to everybody at this point. But here we go. We got another carry. Great run by West Texas. Only a gain of about 4 or 5, but as a running back, that's beautiful to me. You get your 4 or 5 on the cutback.
3 plays, first down.
You go ahead
3
and do
plays,
it
first down.
I love to see it. West Texas playing kind of how I expected them to play at the beginning of the game. They're methodical, like run, let's get a few here, let's get a few there. They came out throwing it, so.
And you know what's crazy? Both these teams are from Texas, but it just shows how different sides of Texas plays ball.
Sure.
West Texas, they're more of a downhill, run the ball. Prom is going to do that too, but they're going to air you out. They want to run it up. Yeah. West Texas, man, they'll win a game 7-6 and not care.
Sure, they play the old respectable football.
Prime players running 1,000 laps in their game 7-6.
Oh no, for sure. If you don't score 60 at Prime, you're running. But we got a player catching the edge in the sideline.
It looks like it's going to be a hold.
By number 2, let's see, on the carry, Jalen Childress. Actually, I seen some talk from him on Facebook. That's the first time I've seen him today. The good carry. Not mad at him. Although it may be coming back because of a hold.
You got to make some kind of plays. He's on the flyer.
For sure.
They try to put the playmakers on the flyer. And that was actually him and Cedric Brown was both on the flyers, and he actually made Cedric Brown miss on that play.
Oh, well, good start to the game for Jalen Childress on his first carry. We do have a 2nd and 16 coming up because of the hold. Here we go.
Strong left.
Pirtle catches a snap, hands it off to number 0, Goodley. He makes
Good
one
cut.
miss. Great play by Goodley. Again, making people miss in the hole right there.
Looks like Samuel Douglas on the tech just got him out of bounds
He
before he could cut up all the way to the sideline.
He's talking to him in the phone booth before he makes you miss. I love me a running back like that.
Like you said earlier, man, he's looking a lot better on offense than he looked on defense.
For sure. On defense, I thought he was one of those throwaway players, you know, like, hey, man, get him out of here. But he's a playmaker. He's a guy that I wouldn't mind having on my team. He's going to make some people miss. He runs tough. He hasn't fumbled, I don't think. So
Only thing that I've seen him, he muffed a punt, and then he's giving up some catches. He's giving up some catches. But on offense, I haven't really seen nothing bad from him at all.
I'm gonna commend him for even getting out there on defense and seeing now that offense is clearly his main position, though. But here we go. We got Pirtle catching the snap, fakes the hands off, throws the one-on-one, pretty pass, overthrown though. But that's what we want to see.
That's what we want to see. We want to see if he can actually throw that ball.
I'm taking that because now as a DB, you're like, oh, okay.
And he might actually come at me.
He might actually throw it. Let me stop peeking in the backfield. Let me stop jumping on these short routes. Now let me play defense.
And I didn't think he had it in him. I didn't think he had that arm in him.
That was a pretty ball too.
Now you just good spiral. Now you just got to, pinpoint where it's at.
For sure, that's your first deep pass really of the game. Get you some confidence. I like it.
It's a big 4th down here for West Texas.
Your coach letting you know we're going for it. We're trying to win this game. So now you should, as a quarterback, you're like, all right, cool. It don't matter. Go play free. You're already losing.
Loosening that leash up.
Sure. Let's see. Got to give him a chance, though. I've seen the 4th down in the red zone. He didn't give him a chance. Got to give him a chance to touch it. Let's go. Oh, one free. Makes him miss, though. Let's see. Pirtle rolls out. Throw it up.
You got it.
He makes one miss.
And
he gets the first down. Run somebody over.
Good job. Oh, and a flag.
And a flag.
A late flag.
Great play. Puts the team on his back. That's what you need, though.
Yeah.
You need your quarterback to say, all right, nothing's working. I'm going to go get it. Don't worry. Because, hey, man, that's the West Texas heart he was talking about.
Yeah, because when I looked at it, I didn't think he was going to get that.
I thought it was a gain of 3, turnover on downs.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, you can't do that. You got to give your receivers a chance.
I was ready to talk trash.
He got it.
Hey, boy,
shut me up then.
What's our slogan? Prove me wrong. Let's see. Here we go.
Let's go, defense.
Adrian Pirtle with the handoff to Terrence Yelder. Great, tough carry. We'll take it. Make the defense work. It doesn't always have to be pretty or a bunch of yards.
And now West Texas better hold that ball, man, because Prom is going for these strips.
For sure, but
every time they're going for that ball.
You score right here.
It's a game.
It's a game.
It's a game.
It's a game for sure because you know your defense can hold it. You know that. This also gives your offense. It gives your offense confidence.
Gives your whole team confidence.
For sure.
The whole sideline to light up. The stands and all, if they get in this end zone.
That's all you need. All you need is one.
And football is momentum.
All you need is
team
one.
With the momentum, man.
For sure, because right now they're not even feeling like themselves. They've never been in this position. This is a team that's undefeated. Last 2 years, I think they may have lost maybe 2-3 total games. So this isn't a team that's used to being in this position. But we got Pirtle taking it to the right, trying to turn the corner again, and another first down.
Man, if you remember the game NCAA, man, he's flashing right now. He's posting.
Yeah, he is.
He's posting, man. He's in the zone.
What?
He's hot right now. Now he just has to convert it to the end zone. Get it in the end zone.
Got to finish drives. Gotta finish drive.
Field goals doesn't help.
Defensively.
Field goals don't help right here.
Oh no! Like, look, at this point, you got to score touchdowns. Field goals are for the first half, so you can kick them in the second half. If you don't get them in the first half, hey, at this point you got to play. You got to put your guys in, and they got to make a play.
And we're seeing that D-line rotate a lot more than usual.
For
They're
sure.
tired, like you said. They're usually 3 and outs.
You're making them chase them. Most teams can't make them chase.
Run.
There you go. Number 6 folds up in the hole. I would have liked to see number 0 right there. He's making plays. Why switch him out?
And see, that was the only thing that I have a problem with Adrian Pirtle. He didn't carry out any kind of
For
fake.
sure, you know when he's running.
Yeah, he just stood there.
You know when he's running. That's more some inexperience. You know, he's
But
not
see,
used to being a starter.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
He
not
might
used to
not
being a
even be a quarterback. He might just be somebody that can actually throw the ball.
Sure, he's listed as a quarterback, but I did see him start at corner. So
Exactly.
he may be a corner that is the backup
Might
quarterback.
just be an athlete. You know, some of
Honestly.
you always have an athlete on the team that can step up just in case your starter does go down.
For sure, but I mean, credit to him because the owner trusts him enough
Yeah.
to put him at quarterback and keep them in a championship game. So hats off to Adrian Pirtle. But here we go. He's dropping, and taken down, sacked on 4th down, which is what we were talking about. You got to give him a chance.
You got to throw it
All
up.
that good just to turn it over.
I'd rather throw an interception than take a sack
I'd rather
right
give
there.
somebody a chance. Let my receiver know, like, I trust you to make this play whether you make it or not.
They wasn't not ready to play this
You
prime
disappointed
team.
us.
Yeah.
You had us talking y'all up. You had me making
See,
predictions
CJ
to
actually
disappoint me.
predicted the Vikings to
You
win the
know,
game.
I tried. So now y'all get what we give y'all. But we got Pirtle catching snap, looking left, throws the seam, and another
Monty?
red zone interception.
Another red zone.
Monte Root with the interception. But Adrian Pirtle again just in the red zone. It's like he freezes up. The moment's too big for him. He just he doesn't play like I see him play for 80 yards.
Exactly. And like I said, if it's just a step and a throw, and I'm the other top, if I'm Skylar Howard and it's a step and a throw,
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get in the game.
I think he has that chance. But yeah, honestly, that is a bit, questionable. Like, why isn't? Because I think Skylar Howard can make that throw. Like you played at West Virginia.
I didn't drive 5 hours, 4.5, however long it took me to sit on the sideline
For
and
sure.
I can, and watch my team struggle
For
in
sure.
the red zone.
Yeah, it'll have to be. I mean, we'll have to talk to him after the game and see, because it'll have to be something serious for that to be the case. In the red zone, I'd take an extra yard or two if it's me. I can get the ball off. I know all they can do is push me down at that point.
I'm not attacking
Here
the
we go.
seams anyways. I'm going
EJ
straight.
out of the empty. Oh, and he's
Uh-oh.
almost sacked for the safety.
Okay,
He got him
EJ.
turning upfield, and he's
Okay,
taken
EJ.
down barely.
EJ trying to get loose on West
For
Texas
sure.
defense.
Number 14 for the West Texas team on the stop. We got Tino Madrid with a big play saving tackle. So we got
That's
second and 3.
And EJ's not a runner, but he got away. He had to run a little bit on that play, so he didn't get him a safety.
For sure. He has some deceptive speed too. It's like you never see him run, but then when you do, you're like, why are my D linemen catching him?
EJ's not a runner. Nah,
He's
I
not.
get what you're saying.
But I see my
he's
D
gonna
linemen
beat the D
catch him.
line. He's gonna beat the D line for the most part.
And I feel like they should get. Here we go, another.
Uh-oh.
A great run up the middle.
Who was that?
Great that by Larry Jones. Generally playing wide receiver, they put him in the backfield and he makes a great carry.
That's the best runner we've seen from either team so far this game.
For sure. Looks like Prime trying to put some different people in the backfield just to make something happen. I am surprised though. I thought I would see more D. Clark at this point.
Yeah, because D. Clark had a good game last game.
He
We
did.
really haven't seen him a lot this game so far.
And here we go. EJ dropping. He throwing it deep. Pretty pass, but overthrown by 5 yards.
Now EJ know better than to throw the go route to Big Cam.
Yeah,
Unless
you
it's
gotta throw that back shoulder.
Man, yeah,
That's a back shoulder or a high
unless
point.
it's 20 yards and in. Big Cam ain't running down no go route. But if it's in his vicinity, he gonna catch it. He gonna catch
That's
it.
why I say you put that
He's
back
gonna
shoulder
catch
or
it.
right there high, he'll still put his hands on it.
And Cam gonna tell you, man, I'm
go.
a
We
stop
got a
route
motion
run.
look
That's what I run.
Marquise King. We throwing the screen to Juan Hartfield and then it's dropped. He tries to leave before he has it in his hands.
You know, this is very unlike, man. Juan Hartford has dropped a lot of passes these last two games.
He's in a slump, it seems
He's in
like.
a slump. And this is how good they are with Man, with one of their best players being in the slump and they still don't slow down. The next man up, literally.
I think it could probably be in his head at this point because I've never really seen him drop these amount of passes.
I still never sleep on him because right over your head as soon as you think,
you still gotta
then I got to go back at him.
You got to respect him because of how athletic he is regardless. But here we go. We got the draw. Great play. Carrier of about 9 yards, so it's going to be about 4th and 2, I would say the refs gave him. Let's see what the prime offense decides to do. They're hurrying. They're hurrying up right now.
Okay.
4th and 2. Looks like I bet they give it to D. Clark and see what he does with it. Oh no, they fake it. Throw it down the middle. And they're gonna say it's a turnover. Gonna say it's a turnover on down. Michael Samuel with the pass breakup, arguing for the interception when the referees actually blessed them by saying it was incomplete.
And I think the only reason the referees didn't call that is because it was under 5 yards. But I think it was deeper than that, but these referees are so questionable.
They haven't been as bad as previous refs, but so I'll take this. But yeah, definitely still not. We still want better. Here we go. Let's see if Pirtle and this West Texas team can finish a drive here. You can't win without scoring. So we got a spread look here. Sam Wren trying to time the count. We got a counter look. And it's a pretty decent run by Terrence Yelder for about 5 yards.
And I'm truthfully convinced they didn't watch film enough because they're actually attacking the better DBs when they do throw the ball. They're attacking James Bailey and Monty Rue.
Yeah, I don't know if that's more of a film thing as it is the backup quarterback.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That the quarterback probably wasn't watching that.
Yeah.
But if he is a backup quarterback like the roster says, he has to be watching that as well.
For sure. I think he was more prepared to come in and stick Harold Wayne because it did. I felt like he was playing Harold pretty well. I felt like he was sitting on routes that Harold runs, but you know, things change. This is the game of football, and we got a sack by Tevin Brewer and Chris Lee combined. Here we go.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
West Texas looks like about 3rd and 11.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And West Texas needs to make something happen, man. The clock is just running down. They got to get in this end zone one way or the other. This game is gonna get out of their reach real soon.
For sure, man. I'm thinking maybe if I'm West Texas, throw a seam in a slant. They got those linebackers carrying with the seam, so now you got the slant coming underneath. You can time it right, throw a good pass. You got yards. Here we go. 3rd and 11. Agent Pirtle in the empty formation for the first time of the game. Let's see if they help him out a little bit, but I do feel pressure coming. And we got a false start.
And I was actually watching last play. James Bailey was actually dancing on their sideline. He's basically saying, come at me. Yeah, he's dropped one, but I don't think he's giving up a catch at all.
Oh, I don't think so either.
Not even a stop route.
For sure. Now, James Bailey has been playing great this whole playoffs, and I'm going to be completely honest. I know he's been a little bit quieter than Monte Rules, but definitely has a case for their defensive MVP just because of the impact that he has on that side. If you're a receiver, that's the matchup you want. Like, you always want those top guys.
Go against the best.
For sure. I love
But I don't know if you wanted to go against the best at the end of the game when your stat line looks pretty bad.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if you're not getting no catches, you got to at least, you got to bite back.
Now listen, if I was a receiver, man, fuck the pride. Let me get the sorriest DB. I'm trying to kill him.
Oh, yeah,
I'm trying to cook him. I don't care about going like, hey, we can go against each other in practice. We can do one-on-ones after the game if you want to do that. But during the game, I'm trying to get in this end zone.
I like going at the best ones because I like I like putting myself on the best corner so I know my other teammates can go
This
kill
is
the
how I
other one.
always thought. I'm going to kill the other corner, and I'm going to make you travel. I'm not going to you. You come to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I like going
You
to him.
come to me. I'm trying to help my team win.
That's why I be going to RL. He be saying he the best DB on the Vikings. But here we go, Adrian Pirtle with the he fakes it, pump fake, it carries, he accelerates. Oh my gosh, he dives for the first. Let's see if they give it to him. That's a terrible spot by the ref, but great play by Adrian Pirtle.
Hey, RL, can we just ask you a question? What defense was y'all in last week?
So here we go. We got fourth
And
down.
why wasn't it changed?
We got fourth down coming up for the West Texas team after a pretty questionable spot by the referees.
I'm gonna say, man, my boy Brandon Willis said y'all look bad. Y'all look lost out there.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Do
say
you
it.
agree with that statement?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If West Texas doesn't score, the game is done.
Yeah.
Their offense is too slow. I don't think they. Come on now, you got to get something. We need this.
You gotta try to.
You need this. Come on now, give him a chance. Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Uh-oh.
They're spying you. Give throw it up.
Okay.
And he completes
Gave him a
it.
chance.
Another
And he
play
made it one miss.
by Pirtle.
And he made one miss.
Great play by
Hey, Cedric Bound
Adrian Pirtle. Just making something out of nothing every time.
Yeah.
Every time we think what are you doing?
But here's where he stopped. Here's where it stopped.
He got
He's
inside
in the red
20.
zone.
He got
He's
inside
in the red
20. I
zone.
think he gets pudding brain as soon as he get down here. So let's see what he can do. Pirtle playing great, but we get a timeout. We'll be right back with you after this little break. All right, here we go. West Texas in the red zone. Ball at the 17-yard line. Okay, here we go. They're helping out Pirtle. Look at the formation. We got a big formation here, which I think they should have done a long time ago. Here we go. Oh my gosh, good move by Goodley. Let's see if he can do something. Got to get upfield, though.
Good tackle.
You make the move, now you got to stick it and get upfield.
By Cedric Brown, good tackle.
Get what you can get and go upfield. Or else now you're just getting hit for no reason. Great initial move by Goodley.
Now, what I can say is, man, West Texas has actually been in the red zone more than Prom.
A lot. They've been in the red zone a
So
lot.
just think if they could have capitalized on all these, just as the game has gone, they would actually have the lead.
That's why I say the game, it doesn't even feel like it's 16-0. The game should be like 20-14 if I'm being real. There you go. Good tough carry. We need to see that from West Texas consistently. Run, beat them up. It's okay.
It's third and about, looks like 8.
Yeah.
So this is where the quarterback is going to be making a play.
You know it. You know you're going for it on fourth down. Run the ball.
Run the ball.
Run the ball.
I agree. I'd probably do an RPO right about now.
Let Pirtle
actually let him read it.
For sure.
But
Comfortable.
has he practiced read? Let's see.
I mean, if you're an athlete, though, you know, like, they should be able to tell you, if this guy goes with him, run. If he stays, give it. I mean,
it's easy to say, but in the game, everything's moving so fast, man.
You know, hey, is he coming at you? No? No, all right, run.
We say that from the booth.
For sure.
Let's see,
a lot easier said than done.
And it's exactly
there we
what he
go.
did. Ooh, and it's good hit.
Great play, but a good run. Coming up 4th down.
Good hit by Don, man. That's actually one of the first times we've been calling his name. He's made a couple of plays, but that was actually a good pop by him.
Yeah, no, actually, he hasn't had the best game that I've seen so far because they're running the ball good.
Yeah.
When
They're going up the middle.
When he has good games, they don't run the ball well. True. So, I mean, honestly, all I've seen from him so far is kind of a boneheaded penalty and now this hit. So, but it's a long game. If he makes the plays right now that he needs to, I don't think anybody would really care or remember that he had a bad game.
Hey, winning cures everything.
Winning
if you
cures
had a bad
everything.
game, winning cures it. Shit.
For
Nobody
sure.
remembers the BS that happened if you
For
win.
sure, because you can always supplement that with
Exactly.
I won. But here we go, Pirtle to catch the snap again. 4th down. Oh, he cuts it up the field, trying to make something happen. Oh, and he is stopped.
I don't
They are
like that
not
play
gonna
call.
get it.
I
Terrible,
don't like that play call right
terrible
there.
play call. I don't think you gave yourself a chance, really. I mean,
That's another time they've got to that red zone and just
you
stalled out.
you take off 3 minutes from the last time we talked about it, just to not get in the end zone. You gotta finish.
Gotta finish.
But that time they took it out of Pirtle's hands because they know as soon as he gets down there he does too much. And then they
They
gave a
took
bad
it out
call.
of his hands as far as throwing the ball. But
Yeah,
they kept it with it.
And I'm
yeah.
okay with that. They just
Exactly.
don't make him make the decision because you see, hey, his IQ's not there right now when we get into the red zone. Cool. But you
But
gotta
see, in
make-
that
you gotta call something
situation,
better.
I think I would put. See that's the thing, man. Prime DBs are tall for the most part as well. So
Long,
the jump
very
ball
long.
is, you try to go attack the jump ball when you have tall, big receivers. But when you're going against big DBs, I mean, it's almost like a fair matchup.
Yeah. I think down here you find your best receiver, you give him a route that is, hey, like,
You put them
you
solo,
gotta win this.
one on one.
You gotta win this.
But I think they tried that before and it didn't work. So I think they
keep-
just went away from it.
If that's your guy, I mean,
I'm
I don't want
going
you.
at him.
Don't come at me one time.
I'm going at it. If it's
because
my guy,
if
I'm
I
coming
lost
at
one
him.
time
Hey.
and like don't stop coming at me, because I still feel like
Oh.
I can win 9 times out of 10.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the one.
I mean, and that's
You
what
know?
happens when you're going against a good player like a Bailey or Tremont or a Monty Boo.
For sure.
You're not going to win every match.
For sure. All high level
But you
DBs.
can't run away from.
For
You
sure.
can't run away from your guy.
All high level DBs. So you got to be. Everybody out there has to be ready. All the receivers. Nobody has a day off. I wish I would have got to see number 4, Skylar
wish.
Howard, a
Yeah,
little
I
bit.
wish.
I feel like the game definitely would have been a little bit different.
Definitely would he.
Because they're showing they can do it.
Exactly.
They can get down there. I know this is a disappointing trip for the West Texas, knowing being right in the game with Dallas Prime, losing key players, and just not going away.
I think they're gonna build on this.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is their first championship and first championship appearance, and I'm not sure how long. But I do know. I think he said. I don't think the owner said any of this team, any of this active roster, has actually been to a championship. So, learning experience. Now, for the last few years, we've had DFW teams. And
Exactly. I mean, the Stampede ran the league for the longest. Now we have a new Stampede.
We had Seminoles taking intermission, win a championship.
and-
Now we got Prime building their dynasty. It seems like. Let's see. We got a handoff right now to Uriah, tackled
Oh, did he
in the
fumble it?
backfield.
Oh, that ball was coming loose.
Play by Terrence Bailey.
And only EJ has been in this whole second half.
For sure, he controlled it. I mean, they haven't scored, but he's controlled it.
Exactly.
He hasn't messed anything up, and I think this is where they trust him. He's their guy, like they're
Just
comfortable
finish
with
the
him.
game.
Yeah, you go with who your team is most cohesive with at this point.
Exactly.
Lauren
But
being the new guy,
that's a discussion there.
for sure.
Is who is they most cohesive with?
Man,
'Cause
if it's my opinion, I would say offensively, Vaughn.
oof.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
The
And
arm,
then that
though.
looks like Demondre Goodley on the coverage. I mean, the Marquise King on the route.
He
That's
can run.
speed on speed, man.
Yeah, he can run. But he stayed
Goodley
with him.
has shown us he can
For
run.
sure,
And Marquise King still had a step on him.
For sure. Oh no, yeah. Marquise King is definitely that's different speed.
That's a different level of speed.
And for you guys that don't know, Marquise King, a former Last Chance U, I think what is it, season 2 or season 3. So he's shown that he can play at high levels. Just played with some injuries and whatnot, but he's here showing that he is still.
And for the
always
most
one of
part,
the fastest people on the
they
field.
kept him in checks today.
Oh, no, 100%. I think he had one good grab for about 20 or 30 yards. Here we go, EJ again. Tip pass. Harley Davis inches away from making it interesting.
That would have been a pick six.
Interesting.
That would have been 16-6 right there.
Inches away from making it 16-6.
They needed that.
For sure.
We said they needed a lot of. They needed that.
Harley Davis has actually had a pretty good but quiet game. I'm going to say he has over 10 tackles.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He's been manning that middle pretty
That's
great.
what I'm saying. West Texas defense came down in here and they
For
did
sure.
what they were supposed to do. They held Prom to, I mean, right now it's 16. Even if it gets a little uglier than that, I mean, they're going to hold them under 30 points today.
For sure. This is
a game they should
hard
be able to win.
Hard-fought championship that could have easily went another way if you have your full team. But that's the name of the game. You got to play football with what you got. Next man up.
Exactly. Next man up. It looks like my prediction was way off.
For sure.
Me saying Prom by 50.
I just knew that West Texas wouldn't go out like that. This is a really, really talented team. They're not as deep and, some unfortunate circumstances.
And like you said, man, that quarterback, number 4, I don't know why. Skylar Howard, I mean, he's played in big games. I mean, he went to college in West Virginia, so he's played in way bigger games. Way bigger games than these. It would have helped him so much. And he looked good. I mean, he looked good. They didn't score with him, obviously.
Stepping up in the pocket, escaping,
exactly.
Throwing it away. Like, that's what I love to see.
You could tell he was a quarterback.
For sure.
An actual quarterback.
And it just would have allowed, as athletic as number 3 is, he would have been able to play somewhere else.
And that's actually
use him somewhere else.
That's actually 2 weeks in a row that the Prom has basically been blessed with having to play the backup quarterback.
For sure. I mean, but no matter how
Prom
they did it.
Like I said, Prom's still going to handle them. They don't care who they play.
Yeah, I mean,
they're going to beat whoever's in front of them.
Now that we can be messy because we got friends on the team as well. So Prime, a lot of people are going to say that they were kind of gifted this season, if I'm going to be real. Being put in a weak division. They didn't really play anybody. Then, this playoff seeding. I'm not saying it, but just because just for the viewers that may be thinking it, do you think that Prime was kind of blessed with the season and the schedule that they were given?
Okay, so
they didn't have to play the Vikings or Seminoles in the regular season. And really, only tough game they had was
Space City Heat. Space City Heat, a little competition here and there.
They didn't struggle with them at all, but that's not their fault. So we can say they put Space City on the schedule. One tough game or one tough team.
I mean, yeah, we gave them a tough, but like I said, I mean, we couldn't finish it either. We had Lauren at quarterback too.
For sure.
And Lauren, a couple of our players have transitioned over here, which they're gonna get a ring, so of course we're happy for it. But I really don't think they could have put Prom in any division, and I think they would have ran the division.
So, all right.
And I think these games might even be ugly if they played the other teams, because they would have got even better playing against so-called better competition.
You know what I think a caveat to that is? They get banged up playing those games because you don't get to walk in the park like the Outlaws or whoever you're playing.
See, that's the thing.
You get banged up playing against teams like that.
They're so deep. If you get banged up, Prom is pulling them out.
For sure. But are you telling me that their third string is genuinely can beat, a Viking starter or a Seminole starter or a Bobcat starter?
Well, I mean, if we're just going off quarterback itself.
There we go. And we got an interception.
I think James Bailey. He finally caught him one.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, he's trying to go. He's trying to go for 6.
Around the corner. Let's see if he can go. He has a few to beat.
And they caught a penalty.
Oh, my gosh. He spins out. He's trying to fight.
They caught a penalty.
And he is caked by number 53, but great play by James Bailey.
Great return.
Loses gas. I need him to do some jog some laps this week because he tired out. He can get that touchdown. Great play by James Bailey, though, with the interception in return. I think he definitely can say he has an island after this playoffs,
sure. And he actually said this was his last game, so we'll see if this is going to be his last game, period.
For sure. I mean,
this is just one of them situations where, you got to get your mind clear, you got to handle other
Yeah,
business.
for sure.
But he said he had to go out with a bang. And
he
did
is.
Get an interception last week. He dropped one earlier, so he almost had a touchdown.
If this is his last game, what a way to go out.
What a way to go out.
Congratulations to him.
Back-to-back champion.
For sure.
And like I said, still arguably, probably, in my eyes, the best DB in the
I mean, yeah, you go out the best. Nobody can say anything to you. You didn't get to watch that drop-off. he went out dominating everybody that you threw out at him. So
Don't
that's
get
a
it
great
wrong.
way to go out if you
Don't
do.
get it wrong. I'll get out there and route him up.
Oh, hey,
But
look,
I mean, hey,
he know what it is.
hey, he a dog against everybody else. And I've said that ever since I first met him when I played with me and him played with the Web. I said, man, hey, he's different.
Oh, yeah, he's great. He's also one of those people that I kind of watch, and I'm like, nah, he's not all that. But then the more I watch him and play against him, I'm like, yeah, I lied. He's good. Here we go. We got a carry running up, makes a miss, tackled, and he's still hopping up.
And see, you know what?
Let's
That's a
see.
lot of
He's
things.
still up on his feet. Blessed by the refs. Skip was still running.
That's a lot of thing about these prom players. A lot of people don't think that. They think because they're with prom, they look good. Like, a lot of these players are standout players. They can go anywhere and actually show you, like,
100%.
they're actually good.
Yeah, and granted, I will say, yes, the team wins because of the system.
Yeah, for sure.
But these players are just as good alone. You can put Juan Hartfield on the Pit Bulls, and he's going to be Juan Hartfield from prom.
Exactly.
You can put Trey Taylor anywhere, and he's going to be Trey Taylor.
The only thing with the receivers, like I say, is their quarterback isn't able to get them the ball, which everything,
sure.
you know.
For sure.
But if you can get them, there's no drop
Yeah,
off
they are
for
going to
them.
be those players regardless. You put James Bailey on any other team, he's
Definitely on
still an
defenses,
island.
You put him on if you put him on the island, he's going to
He's
take
still
the
an
island,
island,
and
for
he's going to
sure.
accept the challenge.
For sure. That's why it's kind of cool to see all these guys play together and mess with all those egos and knowing, like, hey, I'm that guy. Well, they know they're that guy as well, and you just, y'all learn how to play together.
They really feel like they're guys because they don't know. None of these DBs actually travel with anybody.
For sure.
Because they have that much faith in their next DB.
Here we go. Oh my gosh! It
goodness.
almost got.
Oh
it
my
almost got
goodness.
interesting. It almost got interesting.
Man, that
This
would've
West
been
Texas
another-
team is
man,
not gonna give up
They're
though.
not going to give up at all.
They're not gonna give up, and that's something I can respect about any football team.
Man,
I want to play for a team like this that I
Game
know.
of inches, man. They've had a couple of plays where
They're right
they
there.
could have went into on defense. They could have been into that end zone a couple of plays.
So now I'm thinking, I'm West Texas. I'm sitting here. I'm already looking forward to next season, if I'm being honest, because we played with Dallas Prom. We played our worst game of the season. And we only lost to 16 by the number one team in the nation.
Now, don't get me wrong. No team says they're scared of prom, but
No.
they actually came
They
and
showed they're not
yeah,
scared.
they're not. They
The
showed
Vikings
they're not scared.
last week, I don't care what you tell me. You
Yeah.
didn't show me or
Yeah.
prove me wrong. Y'all were scared of
Yeah,
prom.
exactly.
Who they play with? The Horned Frogs? They were scared of prom. And all 10 teams they watched, other than the teams they had a fight with, y'all were scared of prom. Y'all came out
Exactly.
here and y'all folded at some point in the game. May not have been the first quarter. You may
Right.
not have came out scared. But you may have finished scared. Somebody in the team
Exactly.
did. This team,
This West Texas team,
they,
yeah.
they are here to play.
And
a
truth
full
be
four
told,
quarters.
man, like you said, they might have got a lot of forfeit wins and this and that, but this team is actually good.
Yeah, no, this team
I
is
think
really
they're
good.
gonna run that. I think we're gonna see them a lot.
I would love to see, and Commissioner John, if you listen to this, I want to see West Texas more. Even if we got to travel some out there, I think they need to be in a division where we can see them a little bit more often. Help them out in the
there go
rankings.
Baba.
Here we go. Spin move,
Good
great tackle.
Good tackle.
But yeah, no, I would definitely like to see them play against some better competition more consistently.
Now, I understand why the schedule is the
For
way
sure.
it is because it is hard for teams to just travel
For
like
sure.
that.
But a few games in the
But
season,
yeah, a couple
especially
games,
if they're having
Even if you
forfeits.
can meet them, meet
Halfway.
somewhere halfway,
Meet in Houston
make
or
it better.
something.
Yeah, exactly. Just make it good for the whole league.
For sure.
And we have to, like you said, if John was listening, we got to get these teams in here that don't fold. And my team, I was with the Bobcats, we folded, so you know what I'm saying? But we got to find organizations that aren't going to fold.
100%.
And if they're ready to fold, you talk to them and tell them, hey, merge with another team that's about to fold so we can keep this league going.
Sure, I think we should have maybe a team limit for the league, and in that way, like, hey, if you guys do want to play, y'all join these teams. These are the teams. Don't force all these divisions. But here we go, EJ throwing it out of bounds, saving the play. But yeah, like, don't force 18 divisions. Make 2 or 3 really good divisions, really strong divisions, and then now we got a top 10 or top 12 playoff matchup. You know what I'm saying? Because I also don't think all these teams belong to get to the playoffs. You shouldn't have a losing record and be able to get into the playoffs.
Yeah. And some of these teams, man,
Top 2. From
I don't
every
know what
division.
I don't know what they're doing, man.
Yeah.
They're embarrassing football.
For sure.
Man.
You
It's
get-
not even just against the prom. I mean, it's other teams that just
Sure.
just embarrassing teams. out here, man.
Definitely next season, I think the biggest thing I would say to any coaches or owners listening to this is appearance is everything on this level. You got to look the part, be the part. Don't come out here with, guys that are 160 at linemen and practice jerseys on.
And I'm going to just say this because I know Prom is going to listen to this later. Hey, give up some of the players, man. Spread the league out a little bit for everybody, man. Golly, Prom. You got to.
He trying to make business moves. I respect it. He trying to get these guys paid, and you know what? I respect it. But, go get paid and then let the other guys play there.
And I love it because everybody in the league said, "Oh man, they're not that good."
No, they are.
Well,
they are that good. They're that good.
Beat them. If they're not that good, beat them.
So what's next? What's next for this? What's next for this Dallas Prime team?
Listen, if we make a team, we're not calling ourselves Dallas nothing. Not if we got to play Prime and fight for that Dallas title. No sir.
We don't want to get done how the Vikings got
Arlington. Yeah, United States something. Or we'll even take 4 in this shit. We're not taking Dallas.
Here we go. Congratulations to the Dallas Prime team who is going to win the TUFL championship for the second year in a row.
On the way to another national championship. And last year we got lucky and it was actually out here at the Cowboy Stadium.
True, we had home.
We didn't have to travel. Well, I didn't have to travel. I was there to support, but I'm just have to catch a live this year if they have to go somewhere.
We could definitely see this Dallas Prime team in Florida this year and test themselves against some out of state talent.
Man, line your best team up, man. I don't think they're gonna be Prime.
Red Raiders Prime? I would like to see that.
I like Red Raiders.
I'd like to see that.
But see, this is the thing about the Red Raiders. If we want to see these good matchups, Prime almost has to travel because Prime travels good. Mm-hmm. But these other teams don't travel as well as Prime.
For sure, and that's the problem.
So we want to see a full team versus Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Well, congratulations to the Dallas Prime and back-to-back championships.
Here you go, 32-0.
32-0. 16-0. It's another shutout. It wasn't the dominant performance that we see, but it got the job.
I mean, look, they keep doing. They got an argument for one of the best semi-pro defenses in the nation. How many points they give up all season?
Low.
Yeah,
might have been under.
They definitely have their argument.
Might be under 100.
Yeah,
it could
National
be
Ranking Committee. If you guys watch this stream, you guys got to consider that. I don't think they didn't give up too many points all season, but maybe one game. This is a good full team. You got 4 starting quarterbacks. You got 5 starting running backs. You got 5 receivers that run a 4-3. This is a full team committee. So I know you got to put those out. I think we got an argument for number 1 team over here in DFW.
Like I said last week, they're really like that, man.
From the top to the bottom.
Y'all watching it and thinking, oh, they're not that good, this and that. They're like that.
Shout out to the coach matchup, though. It was a lot better than I expected.
Yeah, for sure.
That was a great matchup.
And like we said last week, if the starting quarterback was able to actually play, the game could have been different. We're not saying they would have won or nothing like that. But
for sure.
The matchup is different. And that's all what football is all about is matchup.
Yeah, but they got it done, so. Hey, congratulations, Dallas Prime. We'll see you guys next year.
Out.